Our value system is shaped by our worldview. But you see, with a culture of relativism, there is no truth. So who are we to impose our values on anyone else? All anyone can do is to help people think through their problems or their circumstance or their situation and then arrive at their own conclusions, but understand that no one conclusion is any better than or any more right than any other conclusion, whether it's yours or somebody else's. Our kids get this kind of mentality at school. We get it from psychologists and psychiatrists, and we get it in the workplace, and we are barraged with it in the news and on talk shows. I don't know about you, but that is what the news has become. Nothing but a bunch of talk shows where we sit around and we're barraged with everybody's opinion. Everybody following this? And we got to respect everyone's opinion because, you see, they're just as right as you are. And don't be imposing your views and your values on others. I don't know how many times I've stood down at City Hall and I've stood up in Branson for some issue, and I've had a mayor or a city council man or woman or maybe the entire city council say to me, "But Reverend, aren't you imposing your values upon the city of Branson?" And I've had to explain to them, listen, every law that has ever been enacted in all of history, every law, whether it's coming from a president or whether it's coming from a Congress, whether it's coming from a parliament or whether it's coming from a dictator, every law that has ever been imposed in all of history is in fact the imposition of somebody's value system. I want God's value system in America. That's what I want in my home. That's what I want in my city government. That's what I want on the school board. That's what I want in county government. That's what I want in federal government. I want God's value system. So consequently, we have a society with a vacuum of values. A little boy was accustomed to being praised by his grandmother. She would constantly be telling him, "You're priceless, you're priceless." One day he had his coloring crayons out on a piece of paper, and he drew a picture of himself, and he excitedly ran off to his grandmother and said, look, Grandma, it's a picture of me and I'm worthless." Well, I'm afraid we have a value system in America that is becoming worthless because we have a vacuum of values.